Alright, this is section 5 of the test. If 2x plus 10 is equal to 16, what is the value of 2x minus 10? So we're going to do this two different ways. First way, solving for x. So 2x is equal to 6. You take the 10 to the other side, you subtract, so x is equal to 3. Plug it in. 6 minus 10 is equal to negative 4. Answer is A. We're going to do this another way. So 2x plus 10, I'm going to get 16. Since the slope stays the same, yeah. So you're only gonna. So this stays the same. So this one you come down. You come down 20. It gives you negative 10. So do the same thing here. Negative 20. That gives you negative 4. Another way to look at it. Number 2. If triangle ABC, AB is the same as BC, and AB is perpendicular to BC, and if BC is 10, what is the area of the triangle? All right. So AB and BC are perpendicular, so I mean that's going to make a right angle. So this is A, that's B, and that's C. So we know it is a right angle because of perpendicular. So if BC is 10, what is the area? So AB and BC are the same. So it means this is 10 as well. What is the area? So the area is, what is area? Base times height divided by 2. So it's 10 times 10 divided by 2. 100 divided by 2 is 50. The answer is 50. So number 3. A coordinate and an xy coordinate plane. Moving the graph y is equal to x minus 5. 3 units upward will result in the graph of which of the following functions. Alright. So it's y is equal to x minus 5. You move it up 3 units. So plus 3. So it gives you x minus 2. So the answer is C. So you have the line x minus 5. Bring it up 2 units. 3 units. So it's at negative 5. So it goes up to negative 4, negative 3, negative 2. Number 4. If f of c is equal to 9/5 c plus 32, what is the value of f of 25? Alright, f of 25, so c is your 25, so plug it in. 9/5 times 25 plus 32. So 9 goes into 25 5 times, so you're left with 45 plus 32, and that is 77. The answer is C, 77. You can also do this in calculator, but it's easier this way. Alright, the number of students who order hot lunch by the month at Tucker Elementary School varies directly with the number of times pizza appears on lunch menu during the month. So directly varies, so that means we're going to be doing ratios. At 135 ordered hot lunch when pizza appears 3 times on the menu. So for 135 orders for 3 times a week, 3 times a month. Appears 3 times on the menu. How many students order hot lunch when the pizza appears 8 times on the menu? So it's 8 times. So x over 8 times. So you cross multiply, you're left with 1080. So go to 3x. X has equal to 360. So it's the ratio. So 135 students per 3 times, x students per 8 times. So you solve for x, you cross multiply. 135 times 8 gives you 1080. 3 times x, 3x. So divide by 3, you get 360. Number 6. Alright. So look at the model. A certain car manufacturer sells only 3 models of cars. The chart above shows the selling price for each model, along with the quantity of each model sold in 1 year. If the following graphs must correctly show the relationship between price, models, and the number of models sold. Alright, so let's look at the prices. So this is the highest price, has the lower number of cars sold. Medium price, medium, low, more, means more. So the lower the selling price, the higher the car number sold. So x. So when x gets big, like 6,000, your y got small. When x is small, y is big. Alright, so we got to see where x starts off high, and then it drops lower. So this one means it stays the same price no matter what, so it's not it. This one goes down. Okay, that's a keeper. C stays the same for a little bit for the prices, then it goes down. So no, we need to go on down for every price. D says going upwards. E goes going upwards, so the answer is B. Because as soon as the price is increased, it starts decreasing. The reason this one's wrong because X increased, X stays the same. When X is increasing, the Y stays the same, and it doesn't show that in the graph. When X decreases, Y decreases. Alright, when X increases, Y decreases. Alright, which of the following is equivalent to this? Alright. So we have to factor the top. So x squared plus 4x plus 3. The same thing as saying x plus 1 times x plus 3. The bottom is just the same thing as negative, so it's x plus 3 but times the negative. So you take out a negative. So it has to be greater than 0. So the first things first, always the denominator. Remember, the denominator can never equal to 0. So x cannot be negative 3. So it cannot be negative 3. So we have to cancel out everything that doesn't have negative 3. So B, D, and E are out. So now x plus 1 times x plus 3 divided by x plus 3. Well, what do they have in the common? The x plus 3's. The x plus 3's cancel out. So you're left with negative. Don't forget the negative because you cancel out x plus 3, not negative x plus 3. You're left with negative x plus 1 is greater than 0. Negative x minus 1 is greater than 0. Move to the other side. Negative x is greater than 1. Multiply by negative. Remember, when we multiply by negative, you flip the sign as well. So x less than negative 1. So which is follows equivalent? X cannot be negative 3, and x has to be less than negative 1. So the answer is A. So remember, your denominator can never equal to 0. So what makes the bottom 0? Negative 3. So x cannot be negative 3. You cancel all the x plus 3s, left with the negative. Don't forget the negative. So you left with negative x plus 1. Distribute the negative. Negative x minus 1 is greater than 0. Move the negative 1 to the other side. You're left with negative x greater than 1. Starting for x, you got to get rid of the negative, multiply by negative. But when dealing with inequalities, you flip the sign as well. We multiply by negative. So x is less than negative 1. So the answer is A. Number 8. If the price of certain products increased by 15%, by approximately what percent must the new price be reduced to obtain the original price? Alright. So remember, when it's increased by 50%, you have to multiply by 1 plus the percentage. So it's 1.15 original price x. Alright. So this, you have to multiply by starting in percentage. X minus 1. Yeah, has to equal to original price, so x. So 1.15x minus 1.15 xk. Oh, sorry, hold on. You divide both sides by 1.115x. So 1 minus x is equal to x over 1.115x. Alright. X is cancel out. 1 minus k is equal to 1 over 1.115. K is equal to 1 minus 1 over 1.115. So K is equal to 0.1304. So 13%. The reason we do 1 minus K, so remember, if you're decreased by 20%, it's 20% minus the original number. So it's just 1 minus 0.2, which is 0.8. So 80%. So actually, when you say you take 20% off, you're really only paying 80% of the price. So it's the same thing we're doing here. So it must be reduced by a certain percentage. So we're only going to pay the other side of the percentage. So it's 1 minus whatever you reduced it by. So that's why we multiply by 1 minus K. And the rest is just algebra work. Divide by 1.15x. The x is cancelled. Sorry, x cancels x. So you left with 1 minus K is equal to that. Move the K, move the other thing to the other side. You're left with that. So 13%. Numero 9. Alright, so remember when you do the free response, they also go from easy to hard. So number 9. If 5x minus 4 is equal to x minus 1, what is the value of x? So now we should set them equal to each other, like they is here. Alright, move the x this way and move the 4 this way. So it's going to be minus x and plus 4. So you do the same things to both sides. So take the x over here, you get 4x. Take the 4 here, and you're left with 3. So x is equal to 3/4 or 0.75. So you can put 3. So you can put 3 divided by sine of 4 or 0.745. Doesn't matter. Both of them are correct. Alright, number 10. A rectangular packing crate has a height of 4.5 inches and a base with an area of 18 inches. What is the volume of the crate in cubic inches? Alright, so volume is what? It's length times width times height. Right? So you draw your little rectangle, square, rectangular prism. The height is 4.5 and the rest is length times width. So the base is 18 inches. And the 18 inches is what is length times width, which is what you need for area. So length times width times height. Length times width is 18, so times your height is 4.5. So just 18 times 4.5. So that gives you 81. So the answer is 81. Number 11. The box of donuts contains 3 plain, 5 cream filled, and 4 chocolate donuts. If one of the donuts is chosen at random from the box, what is the probability that it will not be cream filled? Will not be cream filled. Alright, so remember, probability is whatever you want divided by the total number of things you have. Alright, so how many donuts do you have in total? There's 3 plus 5 plus 4 is equal to 12. So you have 12 donuts in total. So how many donuts are not cream filled? Well, not cream filled are plain and chocolate. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So 7 over 12. So we want not cream filled divided by total. Total donuts. Total donuts is 12. What's not cream filled? The plain and the chocolate. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So you're left with 7 12s. Number 12. In the figure above, if semicircular arc 8B has a length of 6 pi, so this is 6 pi, and this is 4 pi. Alright, so remember, this is the circumference. Circumference of a full circle is what? 2 pi r, right? But this is a half circle, semicircular, semicircle. Circumference of a semicircle is just half of this. So what's half of 2 pi r divided by 2? So it's pi r. Alright? So the radius of this is 6. So that's 6. And this way 6. Same thing here. So that's 4. And that's 4. So what is the area of the rectangle? So 6 and 6, that's 12. 4 and 4, that's 8. So it's 12 times 8 is 96. The answer is 96. So you remember, in the book they don't tell you the equation for a semicircle, but you have to figure it out. For a circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. If a semicircle, which means half, so what's half of the circumference? Pi r. So pi r has to equal to 6 pi for the first one. So r is just 6. 4 pi has to equal to pi r, whose radius is 4. So remember, radius goes from middle to edge. So middle to edge is 6, middle to edge is 6, so the whole side is 12. This is 4, so edge to edge is 4 and 4, which is 8. So to find the area, you multiply length times width, so 12 times 8 is 96. 13. Tyler Jackson Dance Company plans to perform a piece that requires 2 dancers. If there are 7 dancers in the company, how many different pairs of dancers can you have? Alright, this is just a counting problem. So it's 7, choose 2. The reason is combination because Jack and Jill is the same as Jill and Jack. They just want 2 dancers. They don't want a lead and a follower. They just want 2 people. If it was lead and follower, then it will be a permutation, which would be more. So you put this in your calculator, 7, choose 2, and you get 21. So remember, this is combination because it doesn't matter who's first. If it would have mattered who is first, it would be permutation. But they just want any two. They want Jack and Jill and Jack. They're the same thing. So 7 combination 2. 14. If 2 square root of a is equal to 3, what is the value of a? This is simple.